So let's give this a shot. This is the first time that I'm going to talk about wrestling in a while because I've watched a little bit of it. One time I didn't, fall asleep from being tired for work. It wasn't that I was a little bit bored with it, but I gave it everything I could. But what I really want to talk about is Sting and Triple H first. I mean, this is a good matchup, but still, it's not what anybody wanted to see, and it's what nobody really expected, because I think that Triple H will end up jobbing to Sting to build up for him and Undertaker next year, because Bray Wyatt's calling him out this year. But if Triple H puts Sting over, it's easier for the Undertaker to bury Sting. Or how I would like to see it end is that they both knock each other out and lose out to the 10 count, and then the lights go out and they both disappear. That's the way to do it. And then nobody loses, nobody wins. It was a draw, and then they both retire. But I mean, who knows what'll happen? And it's they're trying to push Seth Rollins right now. They're trying to push Roman Reigns too, but the crowd reaction from the Royal Rumble wasn't that good, so they didn't know if they could go with him right now. But ultimately, what I think is going to happen at WrestleMania is that Brock Lesnar will lose the title to Roman Reigns, and then Seth Rollins will cash in, and it'll be the next 5 years worth of rivalry right there, because they'll have the championship. It ultimately was the Shield that they've always pushed for the future. Those three are the future. They're the ones that's going to be fighting amongst each other. And Cena with what I think is going to happen. Because honestly, can you guys sit here and tell me that John Cena will ever put over anybody clean? Like even a Roman Reigns or a Rusev, he had to kick him between the legs. He couldn't win clean. They're making him look like Superman. But what happens when Superman ends up like losing his superpowers? I don't know how else to put it. Basically, when Superman can't be Superman anymore, what's he going to do? He has to turn evil so that they can get 10 more years out of Cena being a heel to fight these three people, because they're all faces. Dean Ambrose, they're so over that nobody doesn't like them. That's the future. And then you throw Bray Wyatt in the mix, and it's just all this stuff is happening now. It's like Cena can't be the character that he's going to be after WrestleMania. So something has to happen now, because he's in the mid-card right now. The only thing that he can do to get, he'll sacrifice some fans that really truly like him and some kids. But I remember when Hogan turned heel, and it was amazing, because honestly, people say Cena sucks, but they're just jealous of him. That's it. And the girls love him. He's doing it. He's the guy. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be in this body then. They can do anything they want to, but the only person that comes close to John Cena right now is Randy Orton. That's the two that's carried him. It was Triple H and Shawn Michaels before it. So, they always have two, and now it's going to be Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns that's going to carry them now, with the Daniel Bryan and the John Cena as heel. All of them would be fighting Cena. They could have like a heel Hogan thing, because it's all coming around full circle. Sting's there. After 14 years, the impossible happened. I think the WWE is in a bad way right now with this network. I think they're losing money, because they're having to beg people to go get the network. He's still rich, and he always will be. But I don't know as if many people are watching it anymore. They're going to have to do something. They're going to have to turn Cena heel, or Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins Rollins stabbed Reigns in the back at WrestleMania. Because that would be, because Cena may have to turn heel to beat Rusev. So you never know. But I just felt like that I'd throw a wrestling shoot out there of things that I've watched. I know it wasn't much, but at least I'm trying to put a video out there. And I want you to remember, we all have a video camera, we all have internet, and we all have an opinion.